Optimization is to look for the best solution in a problem. An example is to optimize the operation of a wave energy converter system to get the maximum energy. Another example is to optimize the trajectory in an interplanetary space mission to minimize the cost. There are several computational algorithms, including genetic algorithms, that are used for optimization problems. In genetic algorithm, the concept of genes and chromosomes is adapted to optimize a mathematical function called the objective function. In this algorithm, the problem variables are treated like genes in biology that go through selection, mutation, and crossover processes to produce the next generation, and it is proved that these generations converge toward the optimal solution. But what if we are optimizing a variable size design space problem, where the number of variables is a variable itself? As you know, in standard genetic algorithm, the length of the chromosome or the number of variables is fixed. So inspired by how generations evolve in biology, we introduced the concept of hidden genes to handle the variable size design space problems. In biology, we know that the genes in the chromosomes are all the same in every part of the body, but we have different organs that function differently. But why? The reason is in the regulatory sequence in the chromosomes, which makes some gene on or off in some parts of the body. The idea of turning genes on and off, or hidden and active, was applied in genetic algorithm and has proved to be promising in optimization problems. But how do we decide which genes are hidden and which ones are active? This question is part of our research, where we introduced the concept of tags in genetic algorithm. In biology, the genes have a histone tag that determines the status of the gene. In genetic algorithm, we propose to assign a binary tag to each gene that determines whether that gene is hidden or not. If the tag is 1, the corresponding gene is hidden, and if the tag is 0, the corresponding gene is active. But now the question is, how do these tags evolve themselves? For their evolution, some stochastic and some logical mechanisms are suggested. For example, a stochastic mechanism is that the tags evolve through crossover and mutation processes. And an example for a logical mechanism is to use the hidden or logical tags, meaning that if a tag is 0 or 1 in both parents, in the offspring it will be 0 or 1. If not, the offspring tags will be 1. We have proposed and tested 11 evolution mechanisms and some optimization problems, including interplanetary trajectory design problems. This problem is defined as designing the trajectory from one celestial body to another, with a launch and arrival date, such that the mission requirements are satisfied and the objective function is optimized. In some of the mechanisms, we could find lower cost value compared to literature, which shows the ability of the proposed mechanisms in searching for the optimal topology and the optimal solution. So to summarize, in this research, the biologically inspired concept of hidden genes is adapted in system architecture optimization. Mechanisms for assigning the hidden genes are being investigated, and applications to space trajectory optimization problems show promise.